controls in overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Ooh, like a cool summer breeze. If my motor's running right, or we might lose control tonight. Got the shape I love to squeeze. Looks that bring me to my knees. Oh please, let it roll tonight.
Hi once again, everyone, and welcome to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. Strobel Field at Cedar Point Stadium for Week 8 action already between the St. Mary's Central Catholic Panthers and the Danbury Lakers. You're looking down the sideline at the temporary sidelines that are set up for 8-man football. It is homecoming, so there is lots of activity happening at the old ball yard. This is to the parking lot area where all sorts of tailgating's going on and folks getting ready to take in this homecoming game at Strobel. And you've got two teams that have not had a lot of success this year looking to get on the winning side, as Danbury 1-4 on the year, St. Mary's Central Catholic at 0-5, as we got it all covered here with the House of Donuts trailer on hand and all the smiles that go with homecoming at St. Mary's Central Catholic. Panthers at 0-5 on the year. The only win for Danbury so far this season was the game they played earlier this year, which was actually considered a non-conference game. That was over at Lakeside. Pre-game sponsored by Noble Axes in downtown Sandusky. Great panoramic view of the stadium, and now down to the sidelines that are set up and narrows the field just a little bit because it is just 8-man per team. Beyond that, though, when you watch the game, it's just kind of like football. That's the way it is. Head coaches gathered together. Toby Hammond, St. Mary's Central Catholic. Keith Mora from Danbury, who used to work together, as Toby was an assistant for Keith over at Danbury several years ago before coming back to SMCC. Mike Roth and Toby Notstein surveying the playing field as well. And Brian Gibson talking with Coach Murray before things get started as the head coaches continue their dialogue in the background. Tim Pedlowski, longtime trainer at St. Mary's Central Catholic, on the left-hand side. And onto the field we go. Gabe Birch gets himself ready for action as well. The game that was played earlier over at Danbury, the Lakers won it 30-26. And the Lakers now have a 7-5 lead in the series between these two teams, with this being the 13th game on the agenda between these two ball clubs in the series. See a little bit of a chill in the air with the neck bands and everything going on. We've got our featured player of the game coming up next for the Pancake House.
It's good. It's really small, tight-knit. You do good or you don't, everybody knows about it, so they know hiding anything you did, good or bad, so it's pretty sweet. I think if we play how we're supposed to play and play hard, and not any mental mistakes will come out on top. That's the game plan.
Kyle West, our featured player of the game for Sandusky Bay Pancake House, now is going to be chowing down on some pancakes, courtesy of Sandusky Bay Pancake House.
Under the blanket.
Hello. Surprise.
Long time no see.
Okay, Tom.
Go Panthers! Go Panthers, yep.
It sounded like she had to be bribed into saying that for some reason or another. Fans of the Week are up next, and they are brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. The Hans are our featured fans of the week for Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. Both of these teams dress about 15, 16 players.
There you go.
There's the pose. She's rehearsing to be homecoming queen someday.
To make tonight's game as
Best represent your school and community in health.
Steve Roussett's the athletic director at St. Mary's Central Catholic, getting ready to get the homecoming activities organized as you take a look at the Lakers getting warmed up as well.
34 Noel Webster, 49.
Everybody's got to look just right for the big night. Kind of crazy when you talk about the following night, too, as Chuck Lococo looks on as well, and the staples of St. Mary's Central Catholic Athletics. The homecoming dance, which was the night after, got moved, actually, from St. Mary's to Skate World because of the big train wreck and the power outage that took place. And boy, does she look cold. But the homecoming went on thanks to the folks at Skate World in Ghostly Manor. Look at all of the homecoming king and queen candidates. We've all got our camera smiles down perfectly. Smile right now. Maybe a little smirk. And Ava Fulham coming in with a broken wrist, suffered in the Powder Puff football game, for crying out loud. But you can't tell me which one's Marin and which one's Addison. Cedric Cook, another member of the homecoming court. And Brock Gill as well, one of the outstanding members of the St. Mary's golf team. Speaking of golf, another member of the golf team, Lance Powell, on the homecoming court as well. Congratulations to Cedric Cook, the homecoming king for 2022. And Ava Fulham, the homecoming queen. Great shot of royalty at SMCC. And the St. Mary's Central Catholic High School Marching Band making their appearance as well as we get closer to kickoff at Strobel Field with St. Mary's Central Catholic and Danbury ready to match it up. Your pregame has been sponsored by Noble Axes, axe throwing in downtown Sandusky. Kickoff creeping in a little bit closer. Danbury at 1-4 on the year. St. Mary's Central Catholic at 0-5. Who will prevail? We'll find out next. We'll kick off right around the corner on TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. First quarter tonight is brought to you by the world-famous Paddle Bar located in downtown Sandusky. Great mural that was painted this past year, too, just lighting up that whole block downtown. Yeah, stand back, ladies. How do we put this thing out? Look at the extra room that's on the sidelines for 8-man football. Basically, from the numbers to the old sidelines, basically all off limits now. This is Cedric Cook on the opening kickoff return. As the Panthers start this football game out with possession. Grant Swain, the freshman, opening at quarterback. Grant is 5'7", 125 pounds. St. Mary's is predominantly a running football team as we watch Kyle West, one of the 3 seniors on the roster for SMCC. Now West covering up his own fumble, which would bring up a 4th down play for SMCC. Sometimes the ball just kind of bounces your way as we take another look for Matthews Ford. West comes through as the ball poked away, and he's right there to be able to fall back on top of it again, but just shy of a 1st down.
Hey, time out.
4th and 1, Panthers going for it, and Danbury wants to make sure they're prepared for it, so the timeout. Signs of good business coming up next. Crush Wine Bar, Wendy's, Dockside Cafe, Sandusky Bay Pancake House, S&H Blinds and Floors, Cameo Pizza, mentality of Toby Hammond, I'm sure, is if we can't make 1 yard, fellas, we're not going to be in this game. So Jacob Mishler takes over for the Lakers on offense and trying to take advantage of some good field position thanks to their defense. Chris Robinson to the stop for SMCC. This is Landon Dunlap, a senior. 2nd play into the end zone, and the Lakers jump out on top. Again, all set up by their defense that held the Panthers on 4th and 1. Running the option into the far sidelines. And using the edge, Dunlap into the end zone for the 1st score of the ball game. Lakers go for 2 on the conversion. Guy Maltese carries it in, and Danbury off to an 8-0 lead. Panthers start on their 35 this time with Kyle West with the pitch. Short gain on 1st down. Grant Swain again under center for SMCC with Robinson the motion man and West on the carry and on a little crossbuck action. All the way down around the 35-yard line of Danbury. Robinson carrying some of the momentum of the defense away from where the handoff is going, and Kyle West, once you get outside, there's some room to roam. See West doing a nice job of delivering the blow also as he is about to get tackled. Elijah Hatfield on the stop for the Lakers. And a good hard run by West, and again Hatfield on the stop. Panthers for a 1st down as their drive continues as we take another look for Matthews Ford. Watch West just duck down here and deliver the blow instead of taking it. West is 6 foot tall, 175-pound senior.
Block out, Danny, block out.
So Vista Bank scoreboard has Danbury with an 8-0 lead early in this one. Swain handing the ball for West once again. Look at the homecoming crowd at Strobel Field at Cedar Point Stadium as we, right now on our North Coast Game of the Week, thank these local businesses for their support. Toss of the night, complete for SMCC to Cedric Cook. Coming up just a tad shy of the first down, so the Danbury offense takes over once again, and Guy Maltese on that quick handoff bursts into the secondary before Braden Gill finally gets him down. Landon Dunlap once again out near midfield as the Lakers control early until Gabe Birch decides to take over on the defensive side and knock Mishler for a loss. With a look for Matthews Ford. Penetration by Birch fighting through. Good outside contained by Braden Gill as well. And that would bring up a fourth down. Pass completion for Gray Maltese. Lakers already with their second timeout as we say thanks to the following businesses for supporting us here at the Game of the Week. Matthews Ford, Cook Aluminum, Hermes Parker Concrete, Noble Fund, Steinemann Hafner Insurance, Payne Nichols and Company, Sandusky Steel and Supply, Gnomes Podiatric Medicine. Fourth down call. Nothing doing. Mason Kolacek, 5'9", 215 pounds, first to meet him. Gabe Birch on the stop as well as we take another look at the Panther defense closing this Danbury drive down. Not much option right there. So the Panther defense doing their job, getting the ball back for the offense. The trail's 8-0 right here in the first quarter. Swain's pass just off the fingertips of Daniel Alicia downfield. Toby's got to hold that thing a little further away than what he used to to zero in and exactly what he wants here on third down. Swain up top. And disaster for the Panthers. Landon Dunlap putting 6 more on the board for the Lakers. Another look for Matthews Ford. Dunlap really did a nice job of just breaking in that ball from the defensive secondary spot. Garrett Jackson needed just a little bit more field to catch him. So 14-0 with the extra point attempt here from Maltese. Into the end zone for 2 more. And the Lakers jump out to a 16-0 lead on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Jackson Mashari with the cover for SMCC and the short pooch kick. Again, we're seeing the same thing here from Kyle West. If he's going to get hit, he lowers that shoulder down and makes sure he's the one that's delivering the hit. Another good look right here. Robinson, the motion man, in the background, and then here comes the contact, and watch West. Boom. West with a first down carry for SMCC as we wind down toward the close of our first quarter of play, and so far has been in control of Danbury, the 16-0 lead. Our second quarter coming up next on TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. And our second quarter is sponsored by Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. Great look at some of the shots around downtown Sandusky. Facer Park downtown as we lead into our second quarter for Snow Trails. Panthers are going to try and get something going here after falling behind 16-0 on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Kyle West being led through the hole by Braden Gill.
Big down, let's go. Go. Flat. Good run.
At time it's Jackson Mashari leading West through the hole. Toby Notestein having a chat with some of the players during a break in the action, and while they take a break, we will too, thanks to the following folks for supporting the Game of the Week. Good Time Lake Erie Cruises, Skate World, Ghostly Manor, Restore Pro, BGSU Firelands College, Wake Up and Waffle, Cold Water Company, Danny Boy's Italian Eatery, Heartland and Wilkin Custom Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Mason Kolacek being helped off the field.
Go.
Coach Notestein in the background. Let's get this first down on fourth down. And Kyle West getting just enough to turn the marker over to number 1. West becoming a workhorse in this one. We'll toss off into the flats for Cedric Cook. How dare they tackle the homecoming king? Grant Swain wearing number 9, the Panther quarterback, just a freshman. And at this stage of the year, a good time to get some of the younger kids a little bit of experience for next year. Kyle West remains the workhorse for the Panthers as they fall up just shy of a first down. So once again, Danbury with the ball, and again, a fortunate bounce for them. Pitch a little bit behind the running back that time. This is bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration since 1889. That's the pitch from Jacob Mischler right here. A bit behind the ball carrier, Hatfield. Elijah doing a good job just to gather that in before Kyle West makes sure he stays in the backfield. That's Bringing the Heat, and it's brought to you by Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated on Columbus Avenue. Pitch for Dunlap results in a few. Chris Robinson on the stop for SMCC.
Go, go. Okay.
It's called St. Mary's dodging a bullet, as Gray Maltese was wide open downfield. That's a problem for Danbury right there. Amazing he got the kick off, but the Panthers now are going to have great field position on the Danbury 45-yard line. Panthers trying to take advantage of the short field given to them by the bad snap. The second time tonight we've seen West when he's doing what we talked about before, delivering the blow, almost gets that helmet down and is barreling into the defender. Another look for Matthews Ford. As the contact comes, down comes the helmet. Boom! Second down for the Panthers. Swain going upstairs once again and just a bit behind his intended receiver, Cedric Cook. Bring up a third down. And the Lakers snuff that run out, so the Panthers again faced with a fourth down as you look at the one-man radio crew on the sidelines, Rick Jeffrey. Looks kind of puzzled, doesn't he? Danbury blanking the Panthers. 3.5 to go in the first half, and Danbury takes over the football again. Gray Maltese, 5'5", 125-pound freshman. Option play. Pitch again a little bit behind the running back. Dunlap doing a nice job of gathering it in and gaining a few. Panther defense exerting themselves here toward the end of the half. On a 3rd down and 8, Missler with one of his few tosses on the night misses his intended receiver on the visitors' side of the field. The Panthers have just a couple of minutes to try and get something on the board here before halftime, and there's another one over the head of the punter. The ball is so far over the punter's head, by the time any pressure gets there, he's still able to get the ball off. Take another look right here. Some good poise by James Morrissey. Has time to actually look up and get a little bit of a punt out of there. Grant Swain around the Danbury 47-yard line. See that ball get tipped at the line of scrimmage and falls down short to bring up a 3rd down. West to pick up a couple, so the Panthers would face 4th down and about 5. Coaches Hammond and Notestein exchanging ideas. You can see the clock in the background, only 1:04 left before halftime, so instead of giving Danbury a short field with that little time left, and punt them downfield, but that kind of backfires a little bit in Gray Maltese. It's a nice, solid punt return right out to about where the Panthers started on that line of scrimmage. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard with the Lakers holding control of the game in the last minute of play of the first half.
All right, 48 seconds. Let's get out of the end zone. Mike Jacks. He's got a nice crowd tonight. How's that?
Maltese over the middle. And Cedric Cook on the stop.
13 tight. 13 tight. Hurry up. Down. This is going to be on the line.
Maltese again on the receiving end from Mishler, down around the 22-yard line. Big play by the Panther defense to make sure that this game stays at 16-0 at halftime. A little razzle-dazzle here and a throwback. Snuffed out well by Braden Gill, and he is pretty pumped himself. That's your first half, 16-0 Danbury. Our second half is up next. Third quarter is up next, brought to you by Restore Pro, disaster cleanup and restoration. All done by the professionals at Restore Pro. Okay, see all that color? Enjoy it while we got it. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard. And there's the story of the kind of night we're having at Strobel Field as well. Gill just bangs that ball along the ground, and Danbury starts from their own 35. And that's not a good start for the second half for the Panthers. Elijah Hatfield. Danbury starts the second half like they did the first half with a bang. A 65-yard jaunt right here by Hatfield as breaks contained to the outside, and then some good seal blocking on the outside by Maltese, and Hatfield is off to the races. Not the way you want to start the second half when you're already down 16-0. And easily waltzing into the end zone is Landon Dunlap, and there's your Danbury lead of 24-0 on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Cedric Cook on the return. Cedric Cook going a long way down the field as the Panthers answer back. And Cook returning that ball about 88 yards for the score. He gets through that first wave, and then it's a matter of outmaneuvering and outrunning the rest of the pack. Cook with one slip tackle right there, keeping his balance well, and it is 6 points for the Panthers. 2-point conversion attempt. Jackson Mashari on the conversion. So a 24-8 lead for Danbury on our Civista Bank scoreboard as the Panthers get on the board for the first time in the game and keep themselves alive in this contest. The defense by Kyle West. Good job of Gray Maltese hitting that hole once again, gaining some solid yardage for the Lakers to bring up a first down in Panther territory. Another look for Matthews Ford. Maltese cutting inside that block, finding the little hole and getting a first down carry to midfield. Couple of back-to-back defensive plays by Daniel Alicia. Seems like when they get outside, some lanes open up. And Hatfield doing a good job of reading that to cut inside and get a first down pickup.
4, 3, 2, 1.
During the timeout, we're going to take a look at some signs of good business. Brady Signs, the Crimus Company, Noble Axes Axe Throwing, Pizza House West, J Bistro, quick handoff to the motion man, and Landon Dunlap takes the Lakers right down close to the goal line. First and goal on the 4. This defensive play by Gabe Birch. And again, it is Landon Dunlap into the end zone to give Danbury the answer to the Panther return. Have a look for Matthews Ford as the Lakers increase their lead to 30-8. Not that time for the conversion. And the score stays at 30-8 in favor of Danbury on our Civista Bank scoreboard.
All right, come on, let's go get inside.
Talking with Coach Hammond the previous week, we talked about, well, you know, we may take our hits this year, but we're going to be pretty good in the future. And there's one of the young men they'll be building around, Grant Swain, the quarterback. Here's another look on our Civista Bank play of the game. Grant Swain off the play fake. And he cuts back against the grain into the open. Ray Maltese running him down at the 25-yard line. That's your Civista Bank play of the game. Panthers on the move again. Near the Panther sideline yelling, he's down, which he was, no fumble there. And the Panthers retain possession. Quick hitter to Cedric Cook.
They want the track. Down. Go. There you go. Keep going. Easy.
Kyle West just showing his toughness all night long. Again, watch as the contact hits. Who takes more of the brunt of the hit here, the defense or the offense? Goosh. Jeez. Kind of makes me glad my football playing days are over. Swain, nice job of getting out of the first impact, then hit as he throws the second time. And the Lakers holding on fourth down will take over possession of the football deep at their own end of the field. Anthony Stanford first to him to slow down the momentum. As we take another look for Matthews Ford. Mishler off target, trying to hit Maltese downfield. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard. Panthers still trailing by 22 here in the third quarter. Danbury forced to give up possession of the football, and there's something we haven't seen a lot of tonight, is a good snap to the punter. I'll tell you what, Jackson Mashari had a long gain in front of him had that ball been on target. A third down and long for the Panthers.
Birch to kick. There you go. High, ball.
Well, that'll just simply go as a first touch.
Yeah, hit Kyle. That's a big.
Take another look here as the punt goes downfield from Gabe Birch, and Panthers simply downfield to cover it. And out of every place on the field that ball has to cover or has to hit, it hits Kyle West in the helmet. They'll bring that ball back out to where the ball was first touched, and Danbury starts from there. After penalty, Danbury with first and a bunch, and the defense holding Dunlap under control this time as our third quarter winds down with the Lakers in control. And down to the Jackson Street Pier we go for the Old Fish House in Huron, which will sponsor our fourth quarter of activity tonight at Strobel Field. Knickknacks, snacks, and BS facts, you'll find them all at the Old Fish House in Huron. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard and the uphill battle that the Panthers face here in the fourth quarter. Second down play call for the Lakers. Mishler on the option, pitches for Dunlap. The screen pass thrown to the home side of the field with not much running room until a few slip tackles by Elijah Hatfield. This really is a nice job of ad-libbing here by Hatfield, as it looks like this play is going to go for naught. Then he just eludes a few of the Panther defenders. 1, 2, 3 of them right there. 4, 5. 6. 2 men left, the 7th and 8th men, get him down. Nicely done by Hatfield. Still a 3rd down. And they spring Maltese loose. This is Mishler on the rollout, finding his man just wide open downfield. Ray Maltese, the freshman. Once he gets behind the defensive secondary, it doesn't look like a whole lot of people are going to catch him. So Lakers increase their lead to 36-8. Panthers unable to keep him out of the end zone, so a 38-8 lead now for Danbury. After the game they played earlier this season, 30-26 Danbury win. Kind of had the feeling that this would be a very tightly fought, competitive game. Did not develop. Here's Garrett Jackson, a junior, starting to get some carries now for the Panthers. Another look for Matthews Ford at number 1, the blocking up front, and then Jackson squirting through that hole and into the secondary. It's a textbook tackle by Maltese in the defensive backfield. Or else that would have been a whole lot more, and maybe 6. Jackson giving a little spark to the Panthers on offense as he carries forward to the Danbury 39-yard line.
Back! Keep running, Julian! Keep running!
Grant Swain doing a good job that time, but just making anything positive happen you can after the ball misfires from center. Once again, Garrett Jackson, 5'10", 135-pound junior. Showing some speed, some elusiveness here in the 4th quarter for SMCC. Here's another look at the junior running back of SMCC for Matthews Ford. Panthers on the march. The quarterback, Grant Swain, carrying. Third down play call coming up for the Panthers. Swain just overthrowing his intended receiver, Daniel Alicia. So right back to Garrett Jackson. That'll get him a first down. Jackson to about the 12 before Hatfield makes the stop. You know, the thing that you really have to look at in 8-man football, there's not a lot of depth on the roster, so there's a lot of young men that play both ways. Time's the same. You play 4 12-minute quarters, so they're on the field for a long time. Garrett Jackson And our second look for Matthews Ford, the second touchdown of the night for SMCC. Well, Jackson couldn't kick it through after the bad snap, so he'll run it through instead and make this a 38-16 contest. Danbury covers up the kick, and now they can start working on that clock at the north end of Strobel Field at Cedar Point Stadium. Garrett Jackson not only picking things up on the offensive side of the ball, but doing it there on defense. Chad Lenthy stopped with a very short pickup or loss on the play, again by Jackson. Getting a look at a few other players. Guy Maltese carrying right here. Senior Maltese at 5'11", 165 pounds, and now the Lakers just kneeling on the football to take care of business. And the Panthers get ready to take on Morenci, Michigan next week in their following game. While next time we get together on the North Coast Game of the Week, it is going to be a dandy. It's for the lead, and for a lot of computer points, the lead in the SBC Lake Division. And the Perkins Pirates host the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes next time we get together on TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week.